Okay, I have Arsh 100% cotton cold pressed paper block. This is a 9 by 12. I'm just gonna do some really fun and loose and simple flowers in a vase, and like more like a delphinium type. I got inspired by some pictures I saw on the internet, like something. These are like delphiniums, and these are just I think they're like trumpet flowers. I can't remember exactly. I don't know what these ones are, but just like they're not going to look like this. Just the stems of it and just the colors of it, all that fun stuff. If you want the inspiration photos, click the link and join my Patreon. I'm going to give you the inspiration photos. This is going to be really kind of abstract and loose type of flowers. If you like softer, more, if you want a more detailed tutorial, like I said, Patreon is where it's at. I just did this one the other day, just like soft shadows of flowers in the window, all that great stuff. You click the link in my profile, join my Patreon, click the link down in the description box, join my Patreon, and you get more in-depth tutorials like that one that are about an hour long, and they have a reference photo and trace to go with it. But this one, we're just going to do some fun, simple abstract. So I might just kind of map out where I'm going to put a vase, maybe like over here. Take my pencil. I'm going to cut it off too. And then I'm just going to start playing with flowers. I'm going to use my Princeton 3/4 inch flat wash brush. I'm going to mix up some paint, some ultramarine blue deep. Just going to loosen that up. Going to loosen up some cobalt. They're similar but a little bit different, as you can see. And then if I grab some bright rose and I mix it in with either one of those, I get some nice purple. Could grab more bright ultramarine blue deep and grabbing more blue. So you got some purple and more blue. Use a blue purple. So I'm having them ready to go. So what I'm going to do first, I could just grab a nice big floppy brush like this 6, quill from Princeton, and I'm just going to kind of throw some water around, splatter it, and kind of move it around. That's how you get some fun, wonderful flowers without even trying, right? And then I'll grab my flat wash brush. See how it just kind of like randomly through the paint and the water. And I'm going to loosen up some more paint here. And I'm just going to kind of tap and move my brush really kind of fast. See? Twist, 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 move. Grab the cobalt. Twist and move and go up, out. Because, like delphiniums kind of go up and out and they're tall, pointy. And then I'm going to grab the cobalt this way, point it out that way, kind of move it this way. Now this side might be dry, and I have to play around with that. And I'm just twisting my brush. See how I'm moving the brush? Just twisting it. Do, 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 do. Grab some of the purple. Twist that up in there too. Just really kind of fun. And look, we already got some really pretty looking flowers with minimal effort. Get a little bit darker and thicker with the paint. Twist. So now it's wet on wet basically, right? As we're going up in here, twisting. And this is something you can do pretty quickly. If I clean up my brush and move the paint around even more, twist it so it goes into like a circle, we could do that, or they could just be pointy. See, I can hold it on this edge, let's call it chisel end, and tap little blooms like that. Now at this point, remove some of my paint and I'll make some greens. And we want the greens to kind of come down into the vase, or if we're going to make the vase, I think I'm going to make the vase blue. So I'm actually going to go back before I get the greens in here and start to play with ultramarine blue deep. And just make that blue vase really intense. Why not? Let's make this a really kind of blue, fun floral. Get a little thicker with the paint. I can add a little bit of burnt sienna, get it darker, just to make that edge darker on this side. Coming right down. Okay, have fun with it. It doesn't have to be blue either. It could be purple, it could be whatever color you want it. It could be clear water. But that's what I'm doing for my vase. Oops. Now I'm going to grab some paint. Now the paint, the yellow, the green could be very bright or not bright. Cadmium yellow deep is what I like to use. And I'm going to grab some Prussian blue. It's a little bit brighter. Or if you use peacock blue from Holbein, I'm using my brain's a Holbein. I always put my paints in the description box below. So I got this light green. So start to tap that in. Still using this flat wash brush, putting that color up in there. Go out here a little bit, spray it out, connect some of the stems. Now if I want it darker, I'll get some Prussian blue and the yellow again, thicker, which means less water, and I might add a little burnt umber in there. And use the chisel in again, just go like this through the colors, and twist and turn and tap. I kind of move fast, so I don't have to think too much about it. If you think too much about it, you always get hesitant. Or you can go slow and move it. It just doesn't have the same kind of quality for me. Gonna loosen up the paint, get a bit lighter. So more water makes it lighter, but if it's too wet on your brush, you can just tap it on the paper towel and go like this. Now, we don't always have to use that type of brush. We can use a thinner brush. I have a Princeton 8 long round aqua series I love. Loosen up this paint, and then we can use this for wonderful stems. So I'm going to grab a little bit more yellow. I'm going to twist and turn. Some stems coming off the paper, coming down, and I'll probably put some balloons coming off those stems. Now they're pretty stiff if the delphinium is going straight up, so they don't really flop. They go straight up. Other flowers would flop down. And here's the delphinium stem. And you can kind of bend and turn where like the blooms that haven't been bloomed yet are going to go. This is my way of just painting these simple blooms. Getting thicker paint here again. And I'll tap some of that color in between what I just painted. Going through. This is where I get like intuitive, and I just kind of play. Let's see, I get a big old splotch. Keep that. You can play with that. You can scrape like there's a vein in the flower or the leaf. If you don't like it, you can kind of just take a paper towel and tap it out a little bit. And then you go back in and add more purple or whatever that's in there. Going to grab some of this darker color. Tap that going out. Now, those are the delphiniums, and I'm going to add a little bit more yellow. Kind of wiggle up some of this stuff. Now we want to add a little bit softer bloom on the top. Could still use the flat wash brush, or I could use a round brush. Look at the cobalt. I'm going to use a chisel end, this end, this part. I just tap. That's a little too dark. I'm going to dilute it with some water. That one's too dark. I could just kind of tap it out too. Just going to tap out on the ends. Some little soft blooms going upward in blue color. I don't want it all purple. As you can see, there really can be soft blues, a little bit more deeper blues, a little bit of purple in them. But it really didn't take much time, right, to paint this. And, you know, some of the delphiniums have like a whiter center. I like it like this. Go up, out here, there, and go add a little purple, twist. If I twist it like that, I'm creating that flower. See, twisting it around in a circle. Take the chisel end again, thick blue, tap the center. Some of these. It will dissipate still, but it will have like that nice little dot in the center. And again, continue to twist. This is like more wet on dry. And then I can take that blue and tap in the center. Look how pretty. Again, twisting it around in a circle. In the thick blue, tap. So much fun to paint loose like this. Now I'm getting a thicker. Twist. So these ones a little bit darker. And again, tap. Right? And twist. And tap. Just love it. The energy of it. It's so much fun. And I might grab a little bit brighter green again. Kind of go in here. A chartreuse yellowish green. Can have some bendy ones out this way. Just kind of playing around with the colors here a little bit. Some deeper green too. And I get a little bit darker kind of in the stem going towards the vase. Don't want to fuss too much. Look how quick and easy that was. It's like 10 minutes of fun. Just turning and twisting your brush. You gotta play. I might add a little bit more. So it makes sense that those stems are coming way out there. Now I just did a dry brush there. You can go back over and kind of twist and blend some of that color. I'm kind of lifting and moving it. Soften it up. So the whole picture is kind of just stark, very sweet, like that. But I want to add a little bit more stems on this side here. You can go up and out. A little bit darker again, because next to the vase. And if you want to soften the side, you can soften the paint on the side. So sweet. So I'm going to grab some of that blue again, some clear water, and I'll just kind of take some clear water and move this paint a little bit, and some of the green. So now we have like a shadow behind us, just from taking the clear water itself and just moving this. Go in here. So we get like a shadow behind there. You can add a little bit more blue paint. Right? I don't like to keep it just so white. And I'll go down here and add a little bit blue too. And move some paint on the bottom. Oop, blue. I'll add a little bit of burnt sienna. That's a little too dark. So I'll just kind of move that paint around. It happens. Now, I can lift a little bit out of this. It's gonna stain right there, which it did. Oh well, that's okay. I'll get this a little bit darker still. It's more expressive this way. And I can get this a little bit thicker and darker too. Clean up my brush. Some of the pigment didn't mix in, so that's all right. Just moving around. I don't freak out about this stuff. Some people do. I don't think you should. And a little bit more color back here. Just making it more interesting. And we have this beautiful delphinium vase kind of floating in a way. And I might just kind of thin out this color up here. So sweet. If you didn't like it so dark, you can kind of lift a little color. See? I kind of play with my paper towel and lift some of that. Looks like it's floating, right? Why not? Very, very. This might have to get lifted a little bit too. It's always kind of like intuitive and see how I like it. And I might play with like lifting out the color a little bit if I feel like it's too dark or just not working right for my picture. It is just kind of floating there, isn't it? It's kind of different and sweet. And you could have made this side darker. You know, if you went like this and get these two colors and get these darker. So juxtaposition of like what that was darker for first and now this is darker. Playing around with the shadows, making the vase a little bit darker there. All these kind of fun things to play with watercolor. Go back in. Now, you need to use a paper like this, Arche or Bauhung or something that's really can handle the lifting of the color. If you don't, it won't be able to do it well, and it will just kind of like scrape your paper and buckle a lot. But there you go. I'm just going to fix this a little bit. My delphinium, moody. If I don't want it so moody, I can kind of lift a little bit of color up in here. But I like the moodiness. Just makes it more interesting kind of painting. So, hope you enjoyed that. That's how I do something really loose and fun, and moving around with just a simple flat wash brush. And I stand up when I do this because it's much looser when you stand up. I show this a lot in my workshops and retreats. So very, very simple and fun, loose watercolor. And if you want, like I said, something a little more refined, I have some fun stuff like this on my Patreon, but also more detailed stuff like this. Just click the link in the description box if you want something like that. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.